What is up, legends? We are back, and we're going to be talking a little bit about NeuroCloud. Obviously, you guys, we've been rocking out this game, having some fun with the game, and yeah. So what I want to do in this video is pretty much talk about things to do to help you out if you're stuck. So for the most part, this game is a power game, kind of similar to what Nikkei is, but it's not as unforgiving as Nikkei is. Like, you don't get some super detrimental debuff, but what happens is the power lets you kind of know if you are strong enough to kind of deal with the enemies. And what that basically means is if the stage says recommended 10,000, that means your characters need to be around that, or not that they're going to take extra damage, is that they don't probably have enough DPS or defense to handle being hit for you to get through that stage. That's typically what power values do in these types of games. It's not there to make you feel that you have to get to that power level. It's just letting you know, hey, offensive and defensively, your team is at this particular power rate, and you're probably not going to make it through this. Now, you can probably do things outside of that to help you, like be able to block, be able to shield, heal through things and stuff like that. And that's how you get by it, like crowd control, like Hubble's crowd control and stuff like that, like V's direct damage, Aki's over damage, like stuff like that will help you overcome the recommended, but ultimately that's what the recommended basically means. Now, with that said, what ends up happening is the game doesn't tell you that you can ping pong between stages. And what you can essentially do, like let's say if I'm stuck right here, which I'm not, we're gonna just use that as an example. What you can do is, you can go into Dark Realm. Now, see, this first Dark Realm right here that I went into, it's only 4,400. Now you're gonna be like, well, oh damn, this is Dark Zone 3. Why is it like that? It's to allow you to get currency and items and not be relatively stuck. And you can do that in a number of different ways, in a number of different places. So you see, like we have 3-1 right here. We can head into 3-2. You can survive 3-2 as well. 3-2 is 9,200. If you're at this point, you can survive it. This one is at 13, whatever. So most likely, I think I'm like 13 even. So most likely this is gonna be hard for me, but I could probably push through it. So you get these two, you get currency and back out. But what you can also do now that we did that, is you can go into Endless, and you're gonna notice in Endless right here, let's say if we do that, up to 3 is also 9,500. So I can do this Endless right here and get this currency and everything. 40 down is 11. That's right where I'm at. So I can do that, and I get a summon ticket. So I can actually go ahead and actually farm that. If you go back over here, you see that we're on Endless over here. This is chapter 2. We finished all chapter 2 right here. So you head over in the Dark Realm. It's Dark Realm down here. I've done 2-3 already because I've been practicing this emotion. Now this is 9K, so I will come in here in this Dark Realm and do this 9K right here. Snatch that up. This one's 10K right here. Go in here, snatch this up. That's 200 currency right there. I just showed you 700 currency, by the way, going through these individual things. Head down to Endless now, which we've only done up to 50 right now. And you notice that's only down to 4,900. Then we could keep going down. And I can get to 100 basically, which will give me a summon. Well, actually, that's probably 2 summons with pass, because I think you get one at 50K, unless I did that already. Let's just say 1. But anyway, you get more currency and items that you can actually turn into actually for the karma of your characters, and you can do the same thing with 1. Now you see with 1, we are all the way down to 150 in depth, 89. And then finally at 180, I get to that again, more summons and ways to get more power and character and stuff like that. What that actually also does is allow you to do your strategic overview and start getting power over here, which you can actually make things easier to go through the Roguelite. That's what this essentially is right here. This is the counterbalance, the Roguelite section of the game for you, to make it easier to push through it, that you don't have to necessarily struggle if there's a point of struggling. If you don't meet the recommended, as long as you're building this up, you actually can override the recommended. And then the same thing over here helps you out with builds. Also, what you're going to want to do is pay attention to when you end up with an overflow, like you see right here with Warrior, I have an overflow. And the main reason is because I haven't unlocked things that actually get to where the Warrior is at. So as soon as I get down there, as soon as I put more into Sniper over here, then I'll unlock that, which will allow me to go down here and get more into Warrior. So pay attention to that, because I have an overflow right now because I didn't pay attention to it. It wasn't like that for me, again, in testing. This is another one of those things you don't see in testing, because I kind of just pushed past all of the overflow because I was strong enough to just push things and get enough currency that I didn't have to see this. But not having that type of power or that much resources, you end up seeing things like that. So that was just something that I had to like basically learn on the go, which is pretty lit. So another thing that I found weird, somebody said in the last video, well, why is stamina so important? And I was like, you can't do anything in this game without stamina. Every single thing that is of use, you need stamina for. So it's obvious that if you're going to be spending in this game, you should be paying 100% to stamina. Because what if I need to actually break through? How am I going to get the breakthrough stuff? I need to actually go in here and go get this stuff. Like, how are you going to do that? You need stamina to actually go on the vulnerability. You need stamina to actually go into the warrior section to break your character. You need stamina to actually go in and get EXP to level up the character. You need stamina for every single thing in this game except the Oasis and Dormitory, because they're standalone things. But every single thing else in the game, you need stamina. Case in point, in order to reach this cognitive right here, you need actually to go over here. Show you again. So I need to spend keys, which is stamina. So you need to actually spend the stamina to actually level up your cognition, rather. I killed that word. So I think sometimes, and you guys might be a witness to this, I'll say things that people know is 100% right, but because it's me saying it, they'll come into the comment section because they want to be a hater and be like, no, that's not the case. And I'll be like, what the like, what game are you playing? You don't use stamina? What, you level 10? Like, what happened? How is stamina not the most important thing in this game? like I don't get it sometimes. Like, I really think people roll out of bed just to be stupid. Like, I really do. And people get mad when I say things like that, but there's no other way that you can say it other than that. They just rolled out of bed and chose, I'm going to be violently dumb today. I don't get it. But anyway, again, right here, cash coins is whatever. You can do that, whatever. But again, how you gonna get to level 50 with 3 characters if you don't use stamina? Oh boy, I don't know. Parents who are watching, please let your kids not be like that person. Don't let them grow up to be like that. Just like, my children, I'll be like, don't be a hater, don't be a snitch. I tell them that all the time, like all the time. When they be trying to snitch on each other, no snitching. Let us figure it out. No snitching. Like, no. Like, no hating, no snitching. That's like, I literally, because I have 3 boys, and I tell them that all the time. Like, you need to be a man about things, and the worst thing that you can do as a man is be a snitch, and the second worst thing that you can do as a man is be a hater. Because worry about yourself, not everybody else. Unless they come into your lane, then you blow them out of your lane. Like, you see what I do with my consecration. I don't really care about what anybody else does until they affect me, until they do things to affect me. Like with view botting and everything and stuff like that. When I see bots in my channel, when I didn't do it, and I gotta come look at my pretty women, like spam bots all over the place because idiot assholes in the gacha community decided they wanted to view bot and got it spammed all over the damn place, and I gotta look at it because of that. That's when I don't like stuff like that. So, GG. So where we're at right now is algorithm stuff. So if you haven't done most of this, what you can do is you can go in and look at the pieces and see individually what you want to actually go after, if you want to go after anything. And you get the next one at 411, which I'm probably like a day off on all of that. Resource wise, we are specialists right now, so there's that. And then fragments, just a heads up, in order to push some of the tutorial stuff, you need the max out Pescaria. Like, you just have to. It just demands you do so. So if you haven't already, you haven't gotten to that point, just do it. Just knock it out. And then on top of that, like you see, I have her at 4-star now. It's a free 4-star healer. Even if I get Florence or Nanaka right now, I'm not going to use them until I can actually build them, because she's basically scaling and building without me doing anything. I don't have to actually worry about summoning on her. So there's just a heads up. It just works out that way. Steady talking. Go in there and snatch that. Now, as far as factory, what I do with factory, this was another question I was asked, is I just always, and especially if I know I'm going to sleep, I got another hour or two of work that I need to do, so that's why these are going. This extraction mine I got going for like a long time, because I know I just need these particular resources, so I just let that go. And it's useful because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make food so I can actually level up characters on their karma levels. And then supplies, we're just getting EXP stuff for right now. Now you can speed it up if you want to, as you guys could see. And it, matter of fact, we'll just do it now, because I'm over cap right now. Which is why you see it was like, see that right there? The energizers was like that, so there was no reason to just let it stay that way. So being that we know that we need a lot of this green early right now, especially with the food, as you guys can see. So what you could do is you could pick a character and figure out like what a character that you're working on, who likes this particular thing. It would be nice if they put it here, but they don't. So let's go out. We're working on Hubble. Hubble likes the plushie charm. Practice, so she likes the plushie charm. So we can focus on that, and the goal of that ultimately is to get whatever character that you're working on to the highest and start pushing. Well, we can't get that. You know, we can't get that. That's, you know, here, neither here nor there. You want to get the max to get all of the free intimacy unlocked. So you see we got 2, 1, 2, 1 left right there. So about 14 to 15, which is not that bad. And you just keep going down the line. So we know she needs the plushie. Which is this one. So you would focus, but now you notice I actually need the low poly rhombus data. So see how much I can get away with, because I have 130 something. So we'll just do that right away. Head over to here. And that's all we can get, the 10. And then we just let that rock. And then we know that now, since we're working on that, we need a lot of that. And you saw how much that like took. So I'm just gonna let that rock for right now. Now, as far as this, I can only do one. Actually do this because we actually need the high poly square, which is kind of far from right now. You get it in stages though, so it's not necessarily that much of a problem, but we can do this right now. Or we can head over here and actually do this, which we see we don't have a lot of roll poly, which is what we're working on right now with that. So, you know, it is what it is. This is an interesting farm because when you do basic search, it turns into various things, including things that you need in here. So it's kind of interesting. It'll turn into EXP things, it'll turn to limit break things, it'll turn to things that you need in here, it'll turn into the karma things as well. So let's keep a heads up on that. So let's just do this one because that's always useful. And the next one right here is 414. Again, we're not going to be there for a while, so don't necessarily worry about that. All right. So, the other question I was asked is, should they wait on summoning? Should the person wait? And my answer is no. Unless you're whaling and you have Hubble and Aki already maxed, just keep going, because the simple fact is you're gonna get characters, whether it be Hubble or Aki, and there's no reason not to, because this game makes it really, really easy to max characters. It might be one of the easiest games I've seen to max characters in a while, and it's useful because the game is just randomly going to give you other characters anyway, so there's no reason not to. On top of the pity that you see right there, you see I'm up to basically 180 right now without spending anything towards that. That's basically like almost a complete pity without doing anything, and I'm only like at the end of chapter 3. So I still have like a bunch of chapters to go, and Hubble's at 4-star right now. There's no reason not to do it. It just really isn't. Plus you get the overall currency that you can just use on other dupes for other characters. So if you do get a character that's specifically not in this banner, like say if you get Nanaka or something like that, and you want to start building her, you can, because as long as you're summoning, you're still getting currency to help you push characters. Speaking of which, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get out of here. There's a lot of blue. Oh. Okay. YouTube luck. Scion is an interesting character because Scion at max is kind of an amazing tank for PvE. This really is. I'm kind of happy I got the opportunity to use that character and all the testing. Sochin is actually pretty cool at max level too. At max level, I don't think that there is a bad character, if we're being honest. They all have to be at max for that to be the case, but I think by design, when all the characters are maxed, there's no bad character. When they're 1-star, they're bad though. Speaking of the Naka. So, now that I got her, I'm not going to use her yet though, because I'm still building Hubble. Once I'm done with Hubble though, then I'm going to turn my resources and my energy into Naka, but I don't really specifically need her right now. Probably not to chapter 5, but by the time I get to chapter 5, I'll probably be done with Hubble. So that's lit. But we did get Nanaka, so I literally, at this point in time, it's going to sound crazy to you guys. I am going to build her. But not like... She's going to go like bench. Like bench back up. That's good enough. I'm not gonna do any like algorithm stuff or anything like that, and any intimacy, not right now, because I don't have resources to put into her newer expansion and stuff like this. But I will put her on the bench because that's crazy to actually have her as a bench character right now, and to have her close to 40 now, which is amazing. So it all worked out. But again, I don't have neuro expansion stuff. But like I was telling you guys, because you're still constantly summoning and building the characters you're building, if I wanted to now, what I could do is I got 670 right now. I can cop 25 right now. They're not, but I cop 25 right now, and then the other 35 again right after that, because it's going to be increased to unit price 10, and then she'll be 3-star or 3.5, as I want to call it. And then like after that, and then if she comes out again, stuff like this. But what I can also do, since we're doing that in the meantime, is go to fragment search. Now that we have her, we can fragment search. Which is why it's just always good just to keep summoning. This game just gives you stuff. Trust me, even if you don't get the banner character, as you guys saw, I have videos on my channel where I summoned like hundreds, man. Matter of fact, I think I summoned 1,000 times in one video. And they literally like gave me like all the characters, basically. That's just the way that the game is. It's how it works. I actually have to level up her thing for that, which I'm just not right now. So I will catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Hopefully you guys got some use out of all of this. I strongly have fun with this game. This is my casual game. I don't go too crazy in it. I play like 1 to 2 hours a day and then go about my business, and then maybe passively play in the background, let it auto execute if it can win. And sometimes it can't, I have to manually do it. But that's how I play the game. So, see you guys soon. Peace. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.